For some of you, the name that will spring to mind when you hear the word psychology is Sigmund Freud, with his ideas about the role of the unconscious mind, the importance of dreams as a window into the psyche, and dodgy theories about the relationships between children and their parents. Although Freud was undoubtedly a key figure in establishing psychology over 100 years ago, he would struggle to recognise the discipline that modern psychology has become. From its philosophical roots, it has in more recent decades borrowed heavily from the knowledge base and practices of biologists and medics to become a scientific study of human behaviour. The purpose of psychology is to describe, predict and control behaviour. The AQA course we follow covers a diverse range of topics in which these principles are important. In social influence, we will touch upon both historical and contemporary events to learn what makes us go along with the crowd and consider the conditions in which we can put our morals aside in order to obey the orders of a destructive authority. In the topic of memory, you will learn about the mechanisms by which information passes from working memory to long-term memory, and thereby learn to hack your own memory for the purpose of revision. You will learn about the tragic cases of lives obliterated by severe amnesia, and in the context of criminal investigations, you will learn about the factors which lead to people being reliable and not so reliable as eyewitnesses. In attachment, you will discover the factors that determine the quality of the bond between babies and their caregivers, and the long-term effects which arise when an individual lacks an early attachment. To this effect, you will learn cases of so-called feral children and the fate of the children that were brought to the UK in the 1990s from the appalling conditions of Romanian orphanages. In psychopathology, you will ponder whether there is any such thing as normal and how we can apply psychological theories to explain and treat so-called abnormal behaviours such as phobias, depression and OCD. In biopsychology, you will learn about the origin of behaviour from the level of neurons. You will find out what keeps the body clock ticking and study cases of brain damaged patients as a way to gain insight into your own brain functions. In research methods, you will learn through doing how psychologists conduct their research, from generating a new hypothesis to using statistics to reveal whether it has been supported. You will study gender and consider what causes boys and girls to behave differently, and also what can cause some people to have a mismatch between their gender identity and physical sex. In the schizophrenia topic, you will gain understanding of what it's like to be totally detached from reality and learn how psychological theories have been applied to explain the symptoms of schizophrenia and to revolutionise treatments from institutionalisation to care in the community. In aggression, you will question whether a murderer's brain exists or whether the so-called get-out-of-jail-free gene should be used as a defence for violent behaviour. Lastly, in the issues and debates topic, you will contemplate whether we are a product of our genes or environment, whether there is any such thing as free will, and if not, if it's fair to hold anyone responsible for their actions, and whether any psychological experiment can be done if the ends justify the means. You will learn to think critically about human behaviour, and it is guaranteed to completely change the way you see the world around you through the new lens psychology will give you. Psychology teaching at NGHS is by the head of department, Miss Burns, and trusty sidekick, Mr. Moran. Our teaching methods are designed to support and inspire you. You will have bespoke handouts for each lesson, colour-coded by topic, booklets including revision checklists, exam tips, past paper questions and wider reading for each topic, plenty of individual, pair, group and whole class activities including practical experiments, practice on exam questions from the very beginning of the course, and detailed weekly feedback via your personal progress tracker. The exams assess your ability to describe, apply and evaluate psychological knowledge using a mixture of short answer questions and 16-mark essays. Due to the essay writing involved, plus the biology and mathematical content, achieving at least a grade 6 in 1 English, maths and biology will place you in a great position to take psychology. In Year 12, you will get to take part in the annual Brain Day, run by the renowned Dr. Guy Sutton, in which you will take part in interactive activities to help you get to know your own brain, experience a series of cutting-edge neuroscience lectures, and witness a real brain dissection. In Year 13, you will enjoy a trip to a university conference, where in past years girls have enjoyed lectures as diverse as the psychology of attraction, laughter and the brain, criminology and much more. You may already know that you love psychology and have it down as your first choice, whereas some of you may be looking for a third subject. If that's the case, the versatility of psychology makes it a great choice. If you're a future medic, a recent BBC article said that due to the shortage of psychiatrists, candidates with psychology at A Level may be favoured due to their interest in mental health. However, if you're a future humanities student, the links from psychology to politics, economics, geography and RS will certainly enhance your understanding of your other subjects. If you plan to take psychology further than A Level, then the range of careers is vast. The types of chartered psychologists include clinical, forensic, educational, health, occupational and sports. However, outside psychology, jobs where your degree would be useful include many roles in the health and social care and education sectors, as well as the corporate world. In 2019, psychology attained the second highest value added score at A Level in the school, and the second highest value added of all the GDST psychology departments. In fact, the success of the departments has meant that numbers have increased so much that we now have a 3-class entry rather than 2. So whatever your dream, we can help you to fulfill it by enabling you to get the very best grade you can possibly achieve. Pick psychology.